For once, she remembered who she was and the game started to change. You know, a woman who knows her worth does not wait for permission. She goes right ahead to create her own space. Welcome to today's edition of Empower Her. Good afternoon to you. This is That One platform brought to you for your viewing and listening pleasure on Spectrum TV. It is built on purpose, courage, and unwavering belief that women are capable of excelling in every space they dare to enter. You see, it is an avenue. It is a program that, brings up the avenue that is totally dedicated to spotlighting women who have chosen to challenge limitations, defy societal expectations, and turn their passions into powerful tools for change. At its core, Empower High is about, storytelling, real life stories of real women who have faced doubt, fear, and resistance. Yet they have continued to rise. You see, all of these stories remind us that success is not linear and that greatness is often born from struggle through every episode. Empower Her will continue to aim to inspire, educate, and empower women to believe in their potential and pursue their purpose without any form of apology. Today's episode is going to focus on women excelling in unconventional spaces with a spotlight on fashion designing. You see, an industry that requires more than just talent. It demands vision, resilience, and the courage to stand out in a world that constantly tries to define beauty, success, and value. And so today we are going to have rather, Kathy Augustine. We're proud to welcome a woman who is not only a creator, but a trailblazer in her own right. You see, Kathy is a fashion designer who has turned her love for designing into a statement of identity, strength, and self-expression. Her journey today will be a testament to what is possible when a woman decides to trust her vision. You see, even when the path is unclear, Kathy's work is defined by intention and authenticity. Each design goes ahead to tell a story before her, a story of womanhood, confidence, and the beauty of being unapologetically yourself. In an industry that can be exclusive and unforgiving, she has chosen to create space, not only for herself, but for other women to feel seen, valued, and empowered. And so you'd have to make sure you strap your seatbelts because I am your pilot ready to take you on this flight. Do well to stay tuned and get ready because I will be back like I never even left off. Stay with me. Welcome back to the program Empower Her, and it is still Spectrum TV. And like I said, today we are bordering on the story of a real-time hero, so to say, and we will be sharing the success story in fashion designing. You know, every success story, although not yet complete, has a lot of ways they pan out, challenges, victory stories, and everything in between. And Kathy Augustine is going to be taking us through her journey. Very phenomenal woman, like I said earlier. Instead of far-reaching, why not reach the ones in our very space and have them inspire and motivate us? Next up, you're going to be hearing the voice of Kathy Augustine. Hello, Kathy. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rita. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How are you today?
Hello, Kathy. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Rita. Can you hear me? Hello, Rita. Good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, Kathy. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much. How are you today? How's your day been?
Fine, thank you. How are you?
I'm equally fine. I'm doing very well. Thank you.
All right, and you're welcome to the program Empower Her on Spectrum TV. And today you will be taking us through your success story and everything in between. And so I'm going to start up with the question straight up so we do not waste any bit of time.
It's all right. I'm here.
All right, and so let's start first of all with your challenges. We know that every success story has unseen struggles. Now, what was one of your biggest challenges you faced on your journey as a fashion designer, and how did it help shape you to become the woman you are today?
First off, I think I would like to take us backward a little bit just so you understand my journey better.
Okay.
I didn't just start fashion designing as somebody who just wanted to make dresses, right? I think I just stumbled on it. Let me say so because I had a problem. I had a problem that nobody could solve. So over the years, I had struggled to look for people who would make dresses that fit and also deliver on time.
Okay.
So I pretty much had searched, and I finally met someone. When I met the person could literally make my dresses without having to take my measurements. But there was a problem, and that problem was timing. So you would have to basically just, prepare for your event, one go to his shop and have to wait for him to now cut your dress and sew on the day of the event. And sometimes they end up missing the event. So for me, I just said, you know what, I think I should go and learn how to sew for myself. So I just went into fashion designing to make dresses for myself.
Okay.
Right? I wanted to solve a problem. There was a problem and I wanted to solve that problem for myself. So I went into I think that was in 2019. I went and learned. That was 2018. I just learned, to sew. And before I had finished my training, people started saying that, oh, the dresses I was wearing was different from what I was wearing in the previous years, right? So people started asking me, who is your tailor? Who made your dress? Can you refer it to the person? And being that, I'm used to being disappointed. If the dress is not going to fit, if the dress is going to fit, I will not get it on time. If I get it on time, trust me, the dress is not going to fit. So I was like, oh, I made my dress myself. So I think back then I would just take the dress and I'll just get money to buy the things and make those dresses for people. At some point I was like, I think I should actually monetize this gift because prior to fashion designing, I was a full-time photographer. I was working with a multimedia company. And, I was just like, oh, let me just go learn this. I had free time on my hand. Let me just go learn and solve this problem. So I began to sew dresses and that is how I started business as a fashion designer. I started sewing from my mom's parlor, right?
Yeah.
I was raised by single parents. My dad died pretty much when I was just 9 years old. So throughout, I had other things I would have done, but, somehow, fashion designing found me. I wouldn't say I found it. I would say it found me because I didn't have intentions of doing. In short, I thought that all through my life I was going to be doing multimedia, right? But this is me. And, when I started, I am going to tell you nothing but the truth that I have not regretted my journey. Though it has not been easy. Mind you, I'm a unisex fashion designer. And one of the challenges I have mostly as a unisex fashion designer is people underestimating the fact that a woman cannot make men's dresses. So you go to pitch to a client and they're like, you want to make my clothes. They'll look at you like, I don't think you can. And I think being that, I actually learned how to design both ways. And, I started having more of male jobs at the very beginning, right? Because, of course, you had people around that saw you and, willing to try you out. But others did not believe that a woman could make a dress for a man. Yeah. But, I started and, it went on. And being that, of course, as at the time I started, I was still very small, smallish body. And also when somebody sees the design and now see the person, making the dress, like, it doesn't feel like it's not matching. Who is this? I don't think it's you. I think as at that time I was still in school and, I would go to school and come back and, to open my business space. And somebody walked in one day and was like, oh, is your madam around? I'm like, no, she's not around. I'm like, okay. I thought so because I don't think that, is she in Nigeria? I was like, no, she's not. I was like, oh, no, that, somebody in Nigeria would open this kind of space. And I just laughed and I was there. I could not even admit that, this was my space. The challenge of, being underestimated by people because of size and being underestimated by, men who think that it's only men that could make men's dresses has been crazy. But over the years, of course, proving myself, and at the end of the day, when they get, the value for what they paid for, I don't think I've ever had somebody that has made a dress with me once and never came back or never referred somebody back to me. It's been crazy, but also it's been a very, very, very beautiful journey. We're still a growing business. And so far, I would say, because one, I'm a Christian, that God has been really good to us.
All right. And so, I mean, looking at the screen and seeing all of your amazing designs, I mean, I would want to come back myself and I would want to refer a lot of persons to you. This is state-of-the-art work right here on the screens. And this is a woman who she says fashion designing found her. But I would say she found it out of self-love. I mean, I want to look good and I want to fit in what I wear. And so that came out looking very beautiful. You can also attest to that. All right, let's go over to your victories this afternoon. Tell us this afternoon, Kathy, when you look back at your journey, which achievement feels like a very deep and personal victory beyond any awards, recognition, or public applause? And why would you choose that?
I think I would start by saying one of those things is, believing in myself that I could and I did, right?
Okay.
I remember when I just finished secondary school, I ventured into multimedia photography to be precise.
Yeah.
My mom used to say, you can't do that. You come back late at night. You wouldn't come back late if your dad was in this house. You can't be underestimating what the fact that, it's just, I'm a single parent, I wouldn't do anything and stuff. And guess what? I kept going. And over the years, she now saw it. So when I wanted to do fashion design, right, I just went to her and like, I want to go and out. And she's like, I'm not going to stop you because the last time I tried to stop you, you proved me wrong. I don't think I'll be here today if I did not take that bold step, if I didn't believe in it, right? That thing that, you say that your greatest testimonies are the ones that you share between yourself and God, and you can't really say it to people. I would say it's a lot because, there are things that has happened that would have made me, say, hey, I'm not going to do this. Hey, I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can. Because setting up currently in Nigeria as a fashion issue is not easy. It's very rare for some people to look at someone and believe in them and want to invest in them.
Okay.
I don't know if you understand. We are seeing getting award recognitions and all year, but believing in myself and pushing myself through not having so many people to believe in you, to see what you can do before you even did it is one of, I think, my biggest victories, because the biggest war is the war in the mind, when you be like, that imposter syndrome. Oh, I don't think I can do this. Oh, I don't think if you can just get out of that space, you are unstoppable. I think that was one of my biggest victories, because I just be like, hey, I think I'm going to do this. And I went ahead and I did it, and I'm doing it.
Okay. You remember what we started the program with this afternoon, when I said, when that woman remembered herself, she began to break bars. Well, let's move over with Kathy this afternoon. I'm having a very insightful time. I don't know about you. But then tell us again, Kathy, this afternoon. I mean, as a creative, I like to call you a creative this afternoon. What continues to inspire your designs, your life experiences, the stories of other women, culture, or, even the world evolving around you? Tell us.
First off, I would like to admit that one of my biggest inspirations are other fashion designers, right? You see your colleagues create things and you're like, wow, wow, oh, this person could do this. Wow, I think I should think about something. I think I should think outside the box. One, I am somebody that loves Nigerian culture. I love I'm from Akwa Ibom, I'm a Bibio, right? But I love our culture so much. We are so diverse in ways that there is no how you choose to show up in any tribe at all. You're still going to look very beautiful and well put together. So I think a lot of things inspires me, right? People will say, oh, I'm inspired by God. Yes, I know, but God actually created everything for us to use. So I can just wake up and I see something on the media and I get inspired. I can wake up and I see somebody's clothes that's not well tailored, and from that dress that wasn't well tailored, I get my inspiration from there. Different things inspire us per time. There is no particular thing. I can't say that there is one thing that constantly inspires me. Depends on how you look at it. You can be inspired by anything. When I say anything at all you need to just outside the box. Just be willing to keep an open mind, and anything at all. When I say anything is possible, you can create magic with your hands if you have an open mind.
All right. Finally, before we let you go, Kathy, what message do you hope your journey and your work would send to young women who feel called to enter spaces where they do not often feel like they belong? Fashion designing is a very unconventional space. And so what would you tell young women who are also aiming to get into unconventional spaces just like you have?
First of all, I would say block the noise. Don't listen to anyone. Listen to your inner mind. Block out the noise. A lot of women are breaking boundaries these days. A lot of women are doing exploits in different fields. I mean, in male-dominated fields. Just like I was told that, oh, I don't think a woman can make clothes for a man. I don't think, somebody of this caliber can do this. Block the noise first. First of all, do not allow somebody, you are the only person that can tell yourself that you can do it. And again, I will say, as a Christian, I think that one of the things that the devil treads on the more is fear. The devil has nothing on us. The same way that, nobody has anything on you apart from the fear of what people will say. Block the noise and focus. No matter how hard it is, do not be scared to try again. Do not be scared to start afresh. As far as you have not gotten to where you want to be, pick up the back, pick up your shoes and start again. You don't know what you're going to be if you do not try again. We have so many people, who would share their stories and they keep telling you that, oh, I felt 1,000 times, I felt so many times, I felt. There are people that will start at once and they get it. Unfortunately, it's not like that for everybody. If you're doing something and you don't feel fulfilled in that field and you feel that you need to switch, please, I beg you in God's name, do not care what anybody is going to say. Block the noise and try again. Block the noise and go for that thing you want. Block the noise and go achieve that goal. Trust in yourself. Believe in yourself. When you believe in yourself, there's nothing. When I say nothing, there's absolutely nothing you cannot do.
Right. Thank you so much, Kathy. I've had such an inspiring time listening to you on the program.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It's so good to speak with you this afternoon. I really appreciate for bringing me up here. Thank you so much. And I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Thank you so much. Have a great day, Kathy.
Thank you.
Kathy Augustine did not just arrive at success overnight. You see, her journey into fashion design was marked by not so much of uncertainty, but self-love, you know, although limited resources and moments of, you know, some sort of self-doubt that many women can relate to. But there were times when her dream, you know, came off even in the circumstances she found herself. And when the voices around her questioned the practicality of her ambition, like many women stepping into unconventional spaces, Kathy did face the pressure, the doubt to choose safer and more traditional path. Yet, deep within her, there was a strong conviction that fashion was not just going to be a hobby, it was going to be something great instead. And so, instead of silencing that voice, she listened to it, invested her time in learning her craft, and made sacrifices. Went further to embrace failure as part of the process. Each setback became a lesson, and each small win became fuel through perseverance and consistency. You see, Kathy began to build not just a brand, but a legacy rooted in passion and purpose. Her story will continue to remind us that the journey to success is often quiet, lonely, and unglamorous, but it is also powerful, and it is in those moments of uncertainty that character is built and purpose will continuously be refined and defined in our lives. You see, Kathy Augustine's journey is going to be a powerful reflection for you today of what it means to be a woman excelling in a very unconventional space through courage, creativity, and consistent effort. She has shown that fashion design is not just about clothing. It is about confidence, identity, and the freedom to express one's true self. As we continue this conversation on Empower Her, I hope her story, I beg your pardon, will continue to serve as a reminder that no dream is too bold and no space is off limit to a woman who believes in her purpose. You see, when women choose to show up fully, fearlessly, and in every bit of authenticity, they do more than to just succeed. They change the narratives even for generations to come. And remember how I started when I say, when you remember who you are, you will take the bull by the horn and make all of the difference there is. I'll borrow from Kathy's words this afternoon. Block all of the noise in your ears and right in your head. You will do just fine. And so it's been a very insightful afternoon on the program Empower Her, and I cannot say how more than excited I am to listen to the story of yet another trailblazer in the fashion designing industry. I hope that you have gotten one or two things in order to help you create your own space. Well, I'm rooting for you as always. Do well to stay safe and keep a date with me next week Friday at 3 p.m. Empower Her will come your way yet again, and we would have another insightful, educating, and informative conversation on the program. Well, my name is Rita Inung, and I've been your anchor and pilot on the program. Do well to stay safe. Usher the weekend in with a large smile on your face and keep being amazing. Good afternoon once again.